Hey you guys, welcome back and Happy New Year. I hope everyone had a wonderful holiday and everyone had some much needed time with family, friends, and those that mean the most to you, of course. So Happy New Year, guys. So today we're going to be chatting and catching up pretty much of, what's been going on. I'm sorry I missed last week, guys. It was just really crazy with the holidays and everything like that. I tried to research a couple of things and it just did not work out the way I wanted it to, but we're back here today. So again, we're going to catch up today. I'm just wanting to put a little bit out there before we move on. Of course, I'm so very thankful for each and every one of you. So we're just going to get a couple things out of the way. But first, I want to thank each and every one of you guys that have streamed, downloaded, and subscribed to anywhere you listen to this podcast. I really do appreciate it. It's a goal of mine. And you guys have gone way, way over what I expected. I thought maybe I'd have a couple listens a week, maybe if I was lucky, but yeah, we're there. And so I just want to thank you guys, and I'm super appreciative of it. Also, anybody that has subscribed to my YouTube channel as well, thank you so much. This year I do plan on doing so much more on my YouTube channel, so go and check it out. I do upload at least 3 to 4 times a week on there, even if it's just shorts, so definitely there's no shortage of content on there either. So I will be actually doing longer form videos hopefully really soon, but storage is kind of hard. But anyways, also I know that not many people know, but I'm also a live creator on TikTok, so join me live and come vibe with me. It's a little bit more personal and I really love talking with y'all, especially if you guys have stories that you want to put on the podcast. Let's talk and vibe and share positivity and encourage one another. Of course, don't be sure to follow me, and also again, I just appreciate any and all support that I get from anyone. Okay, last thing also, I've made a GoFundMe for me and my business. So I talked a little bit about it last episode, but my business, my t-shirt business has been shut down. So going into the new year, I kind of want to get it back up and running. It's really a passion of mine and I really want to get it back up and running. So not only will the GoFundMe help me with getting that back up, but it will also help me with everything with the podcast. This is also going to help me with content creating, as my laptop is on its last leg, and yeah, it's really hard, and it just helps with everything that I need as far as the support in content creating. But if you guys know of a business or have a business and want me to do a video review or a video vlog on it, let me know and we can chat about it. On all my episodes, I will have my email linked down in the description box. So you guys can always shoot me an email. That's the best way to get a hold of me, as I leave my email open pretty much all day, Monday through Friday or Monday through Saturday. It's on my phone, so I see it immediately. So if you guys have any questions, comments, want to work together, or even have a story you want to hear here on my podcast, let me know and we can chat about it. Okay, so I wanted to get into a couple of things here on this podcast. So one, of course, is just kind of recapping the holidays, because, the holidays passed, which is really crazy to me to think that we're in 2024 now and it's a new year and new opportunities are around the corner. So round of applause for us for making it another year. But also, I have a couple of stories to tell you guys, but they're not solved. They're stories that one of them was actually given to me off of TikTok, and another one, of course, everybody's probably heard about it by now, the Savanah Soto case. I'll be going over that a little bit today too. But how was everybody's New Year? How was everybody's Christmas? Did everybody get what they wanted? I know I did. It was a relaxing Christmas with my family. It was exactly what I wanted. My New Year was boring because, as you guys may know, I don't drink, so stayed up as long as I possibly can. Ended up going to sleep around 12:30, but that's the way it works. My husband was in bed by 8. He woke up around 11 and we rang in the New Year together and then went back to bed. But yeah, so as you guys may know, we're over 30, so it's gonna happen. But I hope everybody survived the holidays, especially the ones that have family members that are maybe a little bit of drama and toxic and things like that. I hope you guys had a wonderful New Year, because that makes the holidays so much harder. But you got through it, so I'm happy. Anybody have any cool stories of Christmas, definitely let me know. Shoot me a message, email, message me, whatever. I took kind of a weekend off for New Year of not social media, but just going live. I usually go live on TikTok every morning and a couple times a day, just because I belong to a live agency, if you guys didn't know. So it helped out. I get a lot of support on there, and I'm able to actually talk and chat and vibe out with some people. And I met a friend on there. Well, we followed each other for a very long time, and she's come into my lives a lot. And, over the last week or so, we've kind of been on the same wavelength. So we started chatting, and I gave her my phone number, and she gave me hers, and we've just been texting, and it's an awesome start to a friendship. In 2024, not only am I letting go of a lot of toxic friendships I had, but I'm also trying to create good, healthy friendships as well. And this is a good start to my new year, definitely, because I have needed a girlfriend for so long. And even though I'm very cautious of when I have, especially friends that are girls, I don't know. I'm super iffy about it. I always feel like they're gonna drop me at any second, or make me feel like I'm too much to handle. But we're gonna get through it. We're all adults here, and she's a lot like me. So shout out Monica. Hey, she's also a supporter, so that always helps out too. All right, y'all. So let's get into the first case I have here. So this first case I have, we know who did it, but he has not been tried as of right now. And this was actually a message I received on TikTok from this girl's sister, giving me her name. Never heard of it, looked it up online, and turns out this was something that happened in October, so very recently. So this is the case of 5-year-old Zoey Felix from Topeka, Kansas. So basically, Zoey Felix, she was a 5-year-old. She lived with her mother and father. Now, her mother and father were said to have been addicts and things like that. I didn't really do deep dive research on it yet, because I probably will cover this more in depth once everything is actually taken care of with the person that did this to her. So basically, her mother, Holly, was previously investigated for endangering a child. She actually had a DUI when she had the child in the front seat. Now, the child in this case, or in this DUI case itself, was never positively identified as Zoey Felix. However, they carried the same birth date, so that was kind of covered up a little bit with that. She was investigated numerous times. There was reports made about poor conditions in the home several times. And when I say several, I mean more than 4 times. Also, there had been calls placed for a unsupervised child when she was left wandering the neighborhood alone many times. Most of these calls were done by one of the neighbors that actually every single, like when this girl was at court and everything like that, this neighbor was really concerned about Zoey. So after the DUI, Holly, Zoey's mother, was put under arrest, and the child's father was found, and the child was released to his custody. And this was actually the date of her death when she was released to his custody. She was actually killed on October 2nd of 2023. It is stated that she was raped as well. So when she was actually, from my understanding, and I may be wrong, but from my understanding, she was driven or walked over to a local, I guess you can say, like gas station or corner store. And that's where the police were contacted. It said that this man, let me get his name, give me a second, Mikhail Cherry, was actually the person that took her to this corner store. Mikhail Cherry, he's a 25-year-old man. He's actually being charged with the capital murder of Zoey's death, and so it's known that he did this. She was raped. So basically what I have read so far, again, this is an ongoing case against Cherry, but what I have read is basically when her father took her home, there was people at the home. There was always people at the home because they were drug addicts and drug users. And Mikael Cherry is actually one of the homeless men that would reside there. This day, Mikael Cherry was said to have raped the little girl, and she was strangled during this time. Now, again, I tried to find as much as I possibly can, but this is an ongoing case, so there's not much to say about it. The governor, Laura Kelly, stated Zoey Felix's death was an unacceptable tragedy. My administration proposed legislation in 2021 to allow the Department of Children and Family to expedite the release of information in cases like Zoey. So basically, there's nothing really under investigation right now other than Cherry himself, of course, because he will be sentenced for the death of this little girl, as she was raped, and apparently there is evidence that he did it. So I just want to put this out there. If you are aware of a family who may need support, there are resources in all communities that can help. Anyone in their state can call 1-800-CHILDREN, and resources, I'll also post some in the episode description as well if you guys need any help with that. But this was just very sad. This was a case that kind of struck me when I read it, because not only did the sister of this little girl reach out to me, and she knew what a light she was to everyone. She was a beautiful little girl. I'll also post pictures of her as well. She was just so beautiful, and she was only 5 years old. 5 years old. And if the state of Kansas would have stepped in a little bit sooner, this little girl would have still been with us, at least if they would have taken custody of this child. The family had refused assistance numerous times, so they were not looking for anything specific. And honestly, they probably didn't even care that this little girl wasn't being cared for properly, because as long as they were being cared for properly, you know. But so sad, so tragic. If you guys want to look up more about this, just look up, what I looked up was Zoey Felix, 5-year-old Zoey Felix case, or 5-year-old Zoey Felix death. You can also look up Zoey Felix, Kansas. It happened in Topeka, so it happened in October. So I'll update you guys on that as we may get some more information and more things may come out soon. So I just wanted to cover that because this little girl was beautiful. If anybody needs help, always reach out. There's always resources. Okay, so we're going to move on to something that had got a lot of traction, at least from what I had seen. I actually found this case on TikTok, and I followed it up until recently, today. I actually even looked up to see if there was any updates, but nothing as of now. So this is the murder and the ongoing investigation of Savanah Soto, baby Fabien, who was her unborn child, and Mathew Guerra, boyfriend. Savanah Soto was only 18 years old, Mathew Guerra was only 22, and baby Fabien was still in Savanah's belly. This became breaking news on December 25th, Christmas Day, 2023, when Savanah never made it to the hospital on December 24th, where she was to be induced with baby Fabien, as she was already a week over her due date. The couple was found in Mathew's car on December 26th, both gunshot wounds to the back of the head, and it is reported Savanah, was in the front seat with a car seat on her lap, and Mathew was in the back seat not wearing pants. These are the details that have been reported or confirmed with people that were present where the car was found. From there, we know nothing else, but it is said that it was very gruesome. So I got most of this information from TikTok because people were reporting on it immediately. I watched a live when they located the car and talked with a few people on there, just chatted and seen what was going on. So where they were found not too far from their apartment. The police have released footage of the suspects and are currently searching for the male in the video. That is very distinctive. He is very distinct. So he is very distinct, and what is suspected to be a female that is driving the car. It's not confirmed that it is a female, just that it looks like a female. There's also the vehicle of the male. It is a dark colored Chevy 4-door truck. So I'm gonna link the video down in the description and you guys can take a look at it. Please take a look at it. If you are someone you may know something, or the people in the video, please contact the San Antonio police. So in the footage of, basically it's pretty much the drop off of the vehicle, it is said that in this footage Savanah and Mathew are believed to already be dead, as they were dead for they stated about 3 days they had been dead when they were found. So this is a capital murder charge for anybody that is charged with this. With this gunshots to the back of the head, this is clearly a murder case as well. This will also allow whoever gets charged in the case, they will be charged with the death penalty or life sentence with no possibility of parole. So this is already set for. People aren't going to come forward very easily. So just know that. So if you guys know something, definitely say something. Now there's a couple of things that I believe that happened in this case. And again, this is just all hearsay. This is something that I believe. This isn't what actually happened. I mean, it's a possibility, but this is just what I think as a true crime junkie. You know what I mean? So there's a story over on TikTok that's going around of an interview that was done with a friend of the couple or just someone they knew in the situation. It's not really clear who it is. It's a female. They stated that Mathew was arrested with 2 other guys. The other 2 males thought he had ratted on them and he would get to meet his son pretty much. Now I don't feel like this is very plausible just because I just don't feel like this could have taken place so swiftly. I feel like this was more something that was planned out, and if it wasn't planned out for a long period of time, it was planned out for at least a little bit, and I'll tell you why later. Another thing that is definitely more plausible, I feel like, it happened I guess a few days before they went missing. I actually, right when they had went missing, I had seen the video of the girl claiming that her boyfriend had gotten in a fight with Mathew. So we actually have some ring cam footage, and I'll actually link that also below, of this couple before and after that fight, and some things that were said in the video. Now it's not clear what's clearly said in the video because it's a ring camera footage and it's very grainy and you can hear every background noise, so it's very hard. But the internet sleuths basically think that this is the girl that has done it. Her name is Annalisa. She actually posted some disturbing things on Instagram when the couple had gone missing, and she claimed she didn't know anything about it. Now if you look at the video the police have released of the surveillance video, the male in that video that's driving the truck, the 4-door truck, so there's 2 things. One, the male in that video looks distinguishedly like, I believe it's her stepfather. You can actually find, I guess some people have looked on her mother's Facebook and found him, and he looks a lot like the person in that video. 2, there is somebody in the back seat because you see them throw a towel. A lot of people are saying that it was his shirt, but no, you can clearly see in the video somebody from the back seat or the passenger seat is throwing a towel. So there's at least 3 people that know what happened to Savanah and Mathew and baby Fabien. So again, watch that video. Let me know what you guys think. I believe that Annalisa helped cover it up and her boyfriend's on the run. But as far as what I am hearing right now, Annalisa is wanted for not wanted, but she is wanted for questioning, not wanted for the case and murder, but wanted for questioning at this time. As far as what I found on that was that they haven't located her. They have talked to her boyfriend, I think, and not sure. Can't find too much as this is an ongoing investigation, but I'll link all the videos that I have seen below and let me know what you think. I also want to put this out there with this case. Please be aware spreading allegations, as this is an ongoing investigation, and if anyone has any information on this case or know anything, even if they think it might not matter, please just report it. You just never know. Let's make this less of a strain on the family so they can lay their loved ones to rest. I'm also going to include the notes of this episode, where to call and any information, and also access to information on domestic violence, as well as this was something that Savanah struggled with as well, and I truly believe that. I don't want it to solely be on that, as Mathew Guerra had loved ones and he was a very loved person. He was only 22. Savanah was 18. So it's a tragedy. It's a tragedy to lose anybody so young, especially to something that is most likely so minuscule. And to baby Fabien never getting to meet his family or his mother, and for her not to know that joy of meeting her son, and for Mathew not to be able to meet his son, is just heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking. It don't matter what he did, what she did, what they did, what anything like that. It's heartbreaking. If you guys heard about this case, let me know your theories, what you guys think. I didn't want to get too into it because, again, it's still under investigation. We don't know anything until people are tried in court, until people are charged, until evidence is seen, things like that. But all the allegations, I've been seeing so many allegations saying he said, she said, it's his fault, it's her fault. It really doesn't matter. Again, it's heartbreaking. There was a brand new baby that was supposed to be born the day before or a couple days before, and my mom and dad never got to have that, and grandparents never got to have that, and so much. They took a lot away from that family that day. But I wanted to give you guys these stories because with the Savanah Soto case, I am going to continue coverage on that. So if you guys want continued coverage or have any information, definitely shoot me an email. Again, that'll be in the description below. And yeah, let me know what you guys think about that. If you guys have any other information, let me know. So to end this episode, I just wanted to thank each and every one of you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course save this episode if you guys are going to be out of network so you guys can listen to it on your way home. You know what I mean? So happy New Year, guys. I hope everybody had a wonderful New Year. Don't forget to like, subscribe, save, and share with a friend or two. It always helps me grow my platform and grow all together. So again, just like I end up most of my episodes, I want to remind you guys to stay yourself. Always be yourself. Don't let anybody else tell you to be anybody different. And if you guys have anything to tell me, just shoot me an email, Hope you guys have a wonderful New Year, and I'll see you next week with a brand new episode of Unwell with Ashley Ray. Yeah. Have a wonderful day. I hope you guys did, and yeah, bye. Till next time. Ash 2 Trippy out.